Feel like you're always running out of time? You need to master your calendar and take planning to the next level. Time blocking is your secret weapon, and you need to know how to do it so you are not overemphasizing on things that you should be spending less time on, but prioritizing the right things. I used to always feel that my schedule was empty. If I looked at my calendar, I just had random things, specifically birthdays usually crop up in my calendar. But I was just basically winging it, just going through my day to day on my business and just kind of hoping for the best, hoping that I spent my time wisely and didn't really think about things like scheduling stuff into my calendar. Now, this all changed when I became ill on a kind of regular basis with my MS, but things that I had taken for granted that I was doing on a daily basis obviously didn't get done. I wasn't achieving those things. So when I did start to get better, I was filling my time up and I couldn't tell you what I was doing. I was just filling the day up, but business wasn't happening. Business goals weren't being achieved. It was like I was just living or existing, and my business was taking a back seat. I just didn't know where to start. They say that when there's something you don't want to do, that's the time that you need to do it the most. And for me, what I was missing was my physiotherapy stretches, my routine, my daily exercises. So what I did was I looked at my calendar and thought, when did I used to do them? How did I fit them into the day? By not doing them, it had been affecting my health. I'd kind of fallen off the exercise wagon, although it's not full on exercises. I must just stress here, these are just sort of proper physio stretches that I've been given. It's no workout by any means. So to get back on track, what I started to work on was something called time blocking. Now, for some reason, I always dismissed time blocking because I, for some reason, thought you had to block out 1 hour blocks. No, no, no. You block out whatever time is suitable for that task or for whatever you want to do. And it's your calendar at the end of the day. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You block out as much time or as little time as you feel is necessary. Now, I prefer to block out my time blocks into 15-minute segments. It just makes it easy, and it also helps my OCD because it's a nice little quarter of hours in my calendar. To give you an example, I block out 1 hour in the morning, usually between 6 and 7, so I can do my stretches, get showered, get dressed, everything else that I need to do before I get my daughter up for school. Now, for me, it works that it's in the morning and it's first thing because it sets me up for the day. So that 1 hour is my sort of non-negotiable. If you haven't watched the non-negotiable video, go back and watch that one and then come back and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So my first hour of the day is always time blocked out. Now, I'm not saying whatever you schedule in has to take that allotted time, but it is a visual so you can see what needs to be achieved around certain other things that may be in your calendar. Am I the only person that plans their lunch straight after or sometimes before breakfast? Because you need to get your lunch in on your calendar. If you're going out for lunch, that's obviously easy. It should already be in your calendar. But if you are working from home, let's say, you need to give yourself that break. So schedule in a break for lunch. Please let it be longer than 15 minutes. That is by nowhere, for your mental health anyway, long enough for a lunch break. And don't sit at your desk working or just work on the fly. And don't grab anything and start to eat it in the car. I usually schedule half hour, 45 minutes, an hour into my day, depending on the day, what I'm working on, other things like that. So for my 1 hour, my schedule will say lunch. If it's nice, I'll go and have my lunch, maybe sit outside in the sun. Those that know me will know I love to sit outside in the sun. Maybe have a coffee afterwards, just literally switch off. But one of the main priorities here is self-care. So you're giving yourself that break from the computer screen or physically whatever you're doing, and it just gives you time to switch off, refocus before you go back to your work in the afternoon. The significant thing is with time blocking, you will start to feel that you're getting back in control and you are controlling your day rather than the day controlling you. You won't feel as overwhelmed. and it will seem that everything is much more achievable. One thing you have to remember is you need to be flexible with this. Flexibility is key with anything to do with your calendar and working for yourself or scheduling just a lifestyle, because anything could happen. To make this work for you, you need to time block pretty much everything into your calendar. So don't forget 5-minute eye breaks. Don't forget, obviously, coffee breaks for yourself if you need to make certain calls, or anything from those non-negotiable lists you could time block into your day. So your day will start from first thing in the morning to last thing at night. They don't all have to be business related, but it just gives you a visual so you can see and mentally tick off things as you are achieving them during the day. One bonus tip is, if you are working for different people or different clients, let's say, on your time blocks, color code them. That way you can see how much time you've allocated to different projects, different tasks, different people. And it will then just be easy as you're flicking back through your calendar over the days or weeks to see what you did and when you did it. And don't be afraid to adjust your calendar. If, for instance, you only want to time block certain things between 9 and 5, disregard everything else. If you've got an hourly slots on your calendar, you can actually set it up in calendars online where your day just literally starts maybe from 10 till 4, 10 till 2, whatever works for you. Then it's narrowing that day down so you can see exactly how much you've got. Expand it on screen so you can see maybe 15 minutes, and it will make it easier to plan it in. But don't feel overwhelmed. Just see it as a guideline, but it is a visual for you so you can achieve as much as possible within the day. Now, if you want to know my business tips for ultimate business planning, watch my next video.